Hello, hello. Do not mind my lack of makeup. I am actually about to tint my brows and just do a lot of maintenance around my room. I have so much I want to do. I want to get this room spick and span. I've only tinted my brows once or twice and it didn't really last very long. So I am going to try this and leave it on for double the amount of time just to see. I've tried this before and I don't remember if it worked or not, but men's dye also works really well, like beard dye. So I've had coffee. I don't normally drink coffee. I have been a chai girl for the last few months. Before that, I was a matcha girl. Matcha started making me feel a little weird, but I went to coffee today because I know I want to get a lot of stuff done. Normally when I drink chai, I get a little sleepy, might take a little afternoon nap, and then get started on painting or editing. When I'm doing my brows, I'm going to be cleaning up, like getting stuff organized, maybe paint. It just depends on how I feel like right after I put the tint on. Set a timer and all that. And then I want to just get everything in my actual room organized, maybe clean my makeup brushes. This coffee is actually really going to help. I haven't had coffee in, God, maybe 9 months. So I'm having a burst of energy. I don't want to be sitting around all day. I need to use this energy that I have. And once I crash, I'll crash. And later today, I do want to end up editing, and I really only want to spend about 2 hours editing. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time sitting at my computer. First things first is tint these eyebrows and see if it actually takes. Last time it didn't, but I'm really gonna prep well this time because I did not the last time.
el destino siempre llega. Ya está. ¿Contanos?
No. ¿De quién es Thor nos habló?
¿Ah, conocen a Thor?
¿El plan es golpearlo con un ladrillo?
Es un monte. Despertar el corazón de una estrella colisión. También busquen las gemas.
I am so happy about how productive yesterday was. I cleaned my room, dusted my baseboards. Like, if you are mopping and sweeping, do your baseboards too. Just take a cloth and just run a rag. It could be a wet rag on them. If they're too far gone, go ahead and steam them. But honestly, that would be a separate task. But if you see dust on your baseboards, just clean them. All I had to do was take a microfiber cloth and just run it along and it came right up. I organized these books that are under my little desk right here in front of my TV. That's not what that's supposed to look like. I'm waiting to get a little fireplace, like a faux fireplace for my room so that it can kind of look more Parisian in here. I did tint my eyebrows. I did fill them in still today, but it was less to fill in. I don't have eyebrows like that. Mine are very sparse. But yeah, I had to do it twice. I would probably go for a darker color. I would probably just go for a black because I want them to appear darker. And I only got like a straight up brown, espresso color. So I would definitely want to go a little darker on them. I don't really remember what else I did. I did not get to editing and I did not get to clean my brushes. I really was just like, yeah, I want to like do my comprehensive input for Spanish. I have been trying to learn Spanish and I'll get into that in a minute. So today I'm just doing laundry. I need to wash my hair and then clean my shower. I think everything will be pretty clean. I do need to wipe down my surfaces in here and just kind of like organize them a bit. Just get them a little tidy. I don't want them to be cluttered throughout the week. So luckily it is still Sunday and I can get that done pretty quickly. Like that's a 15-minute task if that. But yeah, back to the Spanish. So yes, I have been learning Spanish. I ended up seeing like a polyglot, I think on TikTok or was it YouTube? And then I was like, oh, well, I can learn Spanish pretty easily. So not only do I already know quite a bit of Spanish, like speaking wise, I know very little. Like speaking is very hard and I have tried to learn in the past, but it's just hard to really grasp onto unless you're immersed in it like all the time. So I'm trying to kind of simulate. I'm trying to recreate an environment that has me kind of immersed. So I was watching Vampire Diaries and Infinity War in Spanish. I've seen Vampire Diaries twice now, the whole season, all the seasons, and I have seen Infinity War a handful of times, so I already know the context of what's going on. And if you have a grasp of the context, it's easier to learn. I'm also using the website right now, Dreaming Spanish, because it will lock in how much time you spend on it. So obviously my goal right now is to get to 500 hours of input, which because I've kind of been going pretty hard, I think is pretty doable. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe in 3 months have at least 100 hours. I don't know. We'll see. Like if I do an hour a day, I think I should be good. And then like just watching some of the shows or Vampire Diaries in Spanish, document that separately. Cause each episode is what, like 45 minutes? Altogether, it'll end up equaling, more. But just on Dreaming Spanish, I definitely want to get to about 500 hours. My why for wanting to learn a new language, or to continue learning in my case, is because one, my nephew is half Mexican and I want to be able to converse with him in Spanish, regardless of if his mom or his dad knows it. I don't really care. He needs to learn his Spanish. Aside from his learning, I want to be able to speak both Spanish and Korean along obviously with English. So the reason for Korean is because, which I'm going to learn later, I'm going to like really log in my hours into Spanish, and then with Korean, I will slowly start to learn. But with Korean, I actually lived in Korea for 2 years, and I am noticing that Korean is starting to kind of like really take over, like really take over and become a lot more popular here in the States. I don't know, I love Korean vlogs as well. So it would just be nice to like watch without relying on subtitles on the Korean vlogs. Like I love when they go to like the different places and or when they review products. Like I love Korean vlogs. They're just so cool. And like I feel like a lot of the people that I watch are Korean, but they speak English. But like the second they have a vlog in Korea, they will put subtitles for you a little bit, but like it would just be cool to just like understand automatically. Korean cuisine is definitely one of my favorites, and it would be so cool to like go to one of my favorite Korean barbecues and just order in Korean. I know what's gonna happen if I try to do that, but like I've even like gone there and been like, 안녕하세요, and they're like, oh, you know a little Korean, and I'm like, yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. Also, my favorite taco spot around here was actually a Mexican spot. If you live on the East Coast, there's not as much Mexican food spots as there are on the West Coast, obviously. But on the East Coast, they're here. They're just far and few between, in my opinion. But I want to be able to like order my tacos, my birria tacos in Spanish. And I love to go to the little Mexican market over there and buy the stuff that I used to have when I lived in California. So yeah, I just want to be like, hey, hola, yeah, like, can I get this? Can I get that? I know there's different ways to like order stuff and ask for things in the mercado. So so I did want to just kind of like mention that in here and tell you guys like what I'm doing. This is so multi-passionate of me, if I'm being honest. I haven't talked about being multi-passionate in so long, like a real for real video, but maybe here soon I will. But I need to close this video out because I know it is long. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.